What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again with another video, and I was sitting in my room not knowing what the hell to talk about today. I wanted to keep the upload streak going. I've been uploading over these past couple days, and I haven't been doing, daily uploads over this offseason as much, but this week I've been trying to keep up with that, and I've been juggling a couple ideas around in my head about what I should talk about, and I wasn't sure what exactly to talk about. These ideas were bouncing around in my head, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to go through with. But then out of nowhere, Mr. Brandon Beane, the magician himself, pulls another rabbit out of his hat, and he just solves all of those issues for me. We go and sign free agent running back Matt Breida out of freaking nowhere. Brandon Beane has made so many moves this offseason that I don't think anybody has freaking expected. I honestly can't recall a singular move in this offseason that Brandon Beane has done that Bills fans weren't like, oh shit, like kind of, surprised by. Brandon Beane has been doing shit all of this offseason that has been so good, so smart, so brilliant, and I've been loving every freaking second of it. So Brandon Beane just signed Matt Breida. It was literally like 5 or 10 minutes from when I'm recording this video right this second, so I'm not sure exactly what the contract terms are. I know it is a 1-year contract. I'm not sure how much money we're giving him. I can't imagine it's that much money. Brandon Beane probably absolutely striked a bargain. I'm going to say it's probably $1.1 or $1.2 million. I can't imagine it's going to be that much money. I know Brandon Beane is Mr. Bargain Man himself, so he definitely struck a deal for the Bills here. Bringing in a guy, Matt Breida, who is fast as hell. This guy can get to point A to point B before you even blink. Matt Breida has blazing speed, and that is what we have been missing in our backfield with Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. They are not very fast players at all. Matt Breida is the complete opposite. This dude is just pure speed. So if I'm being totally honest here, the signing isn't all that crazy. If we disregard what it means for the Bills come draft day, then the signing itself is not all that crazy, but obviously this is a humongous signing in terms of what we may do come draft day. But before we talk about anything to do with the draft and what this means for what we may do in the draft at pick 30, let's talk about Matt Breida himself. He's a free agent running back that comes from our division rival, the Miami Dolphins. He was kind of buried on the depth chart, and he definitely was injury riddled last year, and it kind of really held him back from making his way up the depth chart and really solidifying a role on the Miami Dolphins team. But Matt Breida is actually a guy that made his name with the San Francisco 49ers. This guy is fast as hell, and he has so many different touchdowns of him just literally just hitting a hole and being gone, and like you are not catching Matt Breida. Once he finds a hole, you are not going to catch him, and he has so many runs like that, especially with the 49ers. He was just hitting holes and he was gone. So yeah, like I said, we really lacked speed in the backfield with Devin Singletary and Zach Moss. Those two guys are not going to hit the hole and, go the 70 yards like Matt Breida can, and that's what Matt Breida brings to a backfield like ours. He will hit that hole and he will be gone in the blink of an eye, and you are not catching him, and it's definitely a humongous addition to our backfield. So let's address the elephant in the room and what this signing means come draft day for the Buffalo Bills. So if you're a Bills fan, if you're a part of Bills Mafia, you have either wanted the Bills to draft a running back at pick 30 come draft day, or you haven't wanted the Bills to draft a running back at pick 30 come draft day. You're either team running back or team no running back. You're one or the other. It's extremely black and white. It's extremely split down the middle. The fan base is so split on what they want to do for the Bills at pick 30. So I have made it clear on this channel before, but if you did not know, I am team no running back. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will come across this video or that have come across my channel that are team running back, but I am personally team no running back. And I understand what team running back thinks, especially before the signing with Matt Breida happened. Travis Etienne and Najee Harris are the two big name running backs that could be potentially there at pick 30 for the Bills. These two guys are extremely good playmakers. They're extremely good when it comes to their home run ability. I'm not personally saying that that's not what they are. I'm not sitting here not wanting to take a running back because I don't think Travis Etienne or Najee Harris are good. They're extremely good running backs. They're the whole package. We just think that Devin Singletary and Zach Moss will suffice. They just need some better blocking in front of them, and they will get the job done. But more importantly, people like myself think that we have other needs that need to be addressed before we go and address the running back position. There are other spots such as cornerback, linebacker, pass rusher. There are other positions, especially in the defensive side of the ball, that need to be addressed before we go taking a running back, a third running back in the third straight year. We have other positions that need to be addressed, and I, in my personal opinion, think we get a lot more value from taking for a cornerback or a linebacker or a pass rusher. We get so much more value from that than we do from drafting another running back in the third straight year. Obviously, if you're team running back, you don't think Zach Moss and Devin Singletary can get the job done. You think the value that Travis Etienne or Najee Harris brings to the running back room will be so freaking humongous that it will, overcome any value that a cornerback or a pass rusher will bring to our team. You think that the value will be so tremendously high that it just makes sense to take a running back. And I understand that. With the fan base being split so far down the middle between team running back and team no running back, I have been so excited and so looking forward to the draft and what we do with number 30. I've been wanting to see what we're going to do because there are going to be a lot of I told you so thrown back and forth depending on what the Bills do. Whatever side comes out victorious is going to be throwing so much shit at the other side. It's going to be hilarious, and I've been looking forward to that. But now with the Bills signing Matt Breida, that essentially takes team running back off the table. That pretty much wipes off any dreams that they've had of taking a running back at 30. It wipes them away. It's pretty much gone. I'm sorry, but I'm being honest here. Taking a running back at pick 30 is basically off the table. With the signing of Matt Breida, we now have 6 running backs on our roster. 6 freaking running backs. We have Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, Matt Breida, obviously, Tywan Jones, Antonio Williams, and Christian Wade. Obviously, some of these guys will probably not get any NFL action whatsoever, but still, the idea of having 7 running backs on the roster if you take one at pick 30 is just not going to happen. You know, we're not taking another running back at pick 30. We will have 7 running backs on the roster. We have more decisions to make. It just does not make sense to take a running back at pick 30. Being a member of Team No Running Back, I want to somewhat apologize, but not really apologize to people that are team running back, because there's just no way in hell we draft a running back and give us 7 running backs on our roster with who we have now. I think Brandon Beane with this signing is pretty much saying, team running back, I'm sorry, but your dreams, your hopes and dreams are crushed. You know, Matt Breida is our guy. Matt Breida brings the value that we have been missing, and team running back, you are officially off the table. Now that a running back is pretty much off the table completely for the Bills at pick 30, what will we do? Well, I personally think we need to go out and get a cornerback. Whether we trade up for one, trade out of it, whatever we do, I do definitely think we need to go with a cornerback. And a report came out not too long ago that said that Brandon Beane actually attended the pro days of Asante Samuel, Patrick Surtain, and Jace Horn. I think I said all these names. J.C. Horn, I'm sorry. I'm not a big college guy. I don't really do all this draft pre-scouting shit. I just read all the reports. But that actually did come out and say Brandon Beane was at their pro days. You can take what you want with a report like that, but it definitely looks like Brandon Beane is looking at corner, and that is something I really hope we do. I would love for us to take a corner at pick 30. Who knows? Just because running back appears to be off the table, you never know with Brandon Beane. It doesn't even appear. I guess free agency isn't over for the Bills. In my last video about the Bills, I said that we most likely are probably done with the offseason. I was wrong. There's still moves to be made. Brandon Beane is a magician. I'm sure there's going to be some other move that'll happen sooner than later that'll just blindside all of us. But that has been what I've loved about the offseason so far. And it's just so nice to finally be a good team that players want to actually come to. You know, the offseason has been so boring for all these years because we've always sucked. What good player wants to come to a bad team? But now we're a good team and all the good players want to come to us. So the offseason has been pretty damn exciting. Brandon Beane is a magician. He's been striking bargain deals for the Buffalo Bills all offseason. He's the best businessman we've had in our front office for the last 2 decades. This guy knows what the hell he is doing. But anyway, I want to know what you think of the Matt Breida signing. I want to know what you think we'll do with our pick come draft day, whether we'll trade out of it, we'll take a corner, a linebacker, a pass rusher. What do you think we'll do come draft day? Any other thoughts you want to put down in the comments? I like to hear them. I like to have conversation with you guys. You guys know that. I want to know all your thoughts down below, but I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I would appreciate that. If you want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there. I would appreciate that as well. But I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.